Hi, my name is Zaeem, and I'll be talking about the pest analysis for RBC moving into Mauritius. So, I'll start off with the political aspect. So, with regards to political intervention, many interesting factors should be considered when pondering whether or not to enter Mauritius's banking system. Mauritius is a small but powerful island off the coast of Africa. It employs a parliamentary democracy, which is similar to our system, but the only difference is that our head of state is a different person from the head of government. What this political system means for us is that it would be quite easy for RBC to set up shop in Mauritius, as any laws or regulations that would need to be amended can be passed easily and quickly. Parliamentary systems, including parliamentary democracy, generally quicken legislative action because the executive branch requires the support of the legislative before it can pass legislation. One factor that could influence our decision to expand into Mauritius is that corruption has severely worsened in the area. The NGO's report in 2013 highlights that corruption in the island economy has deteriorated 52 points compared to 57 points last year. This could be a potential roadblock into moving into Mauritius, as there may be too much risk for one of our facilities getting corrupt. While corruption may be an issue, it is undoubtable that Mauritius supports foreign investment. Mauritius has a liberal economic and trade policy. The country is a member of the WTO, as well as many other regional economic groups. The objective of the trade policy of Mauritius is to transform the island into an open and globally competitive economy, and to fully integrate it into the world trade system. The island is open to international trade and does not have any trade barriers. What all this means is that RBC would be welcomed with open arms into Mauritius. Moving on to economical. Regardless of Mauritius's small size, its economy is booming. The GDP is 11.5 billion with a per capita of close to 10,000. The real interesting fact is that their GDP has been growing annually for around 3%, which indicates that investing in this country would be a good idea. The exchange rates for Mauritius have been stable, around 0.3 for every $1 for 3 years now. Despite this being a fairly low point for the exchange rate, this means that the exchange rate is dependable, and it would be safe to assume that there would be no major fluctuations. This is just another factor supporting the expansion of RBC into Mauritius. The unemployment rate in Mauritius fell to 6.6% in the fourth quarter of 2016 from 7.9% a year earlier, reaching the lowest since the last 3 months of 2009. This showcases the vast majority of the population is employed. Looking at the Mauritius's standing in the Global Competitiveness Report, we can see that they are ranked the most highly in their health and primary education pillar. This sheds light into the quality of their workforce, as they will be an educated one, and therefore a highly skilled workforce. This is good news for RBC, as we will have an experienced workforce if we choose to expand. Moving on to social. So going back to the GCR, Mauritius is ranked quite highly in their health and education pillar. Mauritius is ranked 42nd out of 140 with a score of 6.2 out of 7. This ensures that all residents receive a good quality of education, which means that majority of the population will see the benefits of having another bank in the economy. The education enrollment rate is 98.1%, which also shows how almost all of the population is educated to a degree. This is beneficial for RBC, as most of the population is educated and therefore their workforce will be educated as well. Moving on to technology. This may be the biggest drawback into entering Mauritius. With regards to the GCR, Mauritius is ranked at 4.2 in the technological sophistication pillar. There's a myriad of different factors that influence this low score. They are ranked under 5 in technological readiness, technological adoption, and biggest of all, in firm-level technological absorption. What this means is that access to advanced technologies will not be offered in Mauritius, and in this industry it is very important. Aside from business-level technological absorption, only 45% of the population have access to the internet. In an age where online banking is more prevalent than ever, this is a very troubling number. Due to these significant drawbacks, RBC should be wary about proceeding into Mauritius.